Following up on a story we covered last week concerning the stranding of Jamaica's Triple Crown winner, Supreme Soul, at a quarantine facility in Florida. He's been there since early December last year. The horse had reportedly tested positive for tick fever and as such was denied re-entry to Jamaica by the local veterinary services division. The horse's connections were extremely concerned for the welfare of the animal, given it had spent well over 40 days confined to a space in which a horse ought properly not to be held for more than 15 days. Now, this story has garnered widespread attention and has been picked up by esteemed US-based publications such as Blood Horse Magazine, the Racing Bible, and the Paulick Report. Now, there was a high-level meeting of stakeholders on Monday in Jamaica, and we've invited the chairman of the veterinary board, Dr. St. Aubin Bartlett, former chief veterinarian at the Jamaica Racing Commission, to give us the developments as he has them. Dr. Bartlett, we spoke to you briefly on Friday. We have some time to go through some issues today. Hope that you can stay with us. Good afternoon. Welcome to the SportsMax Zone.
Yeah, thanks, George. I spoke to you last week, and I made a promise that I expected that things would be resolved so that the horse would be home this week.
Yes.
Things have been resolved.
What was the path to what's the resolution firstly?
Well, first of all, discussion and understanding of issues, will always clear the way. But one of the big hurdles that we had requested that the horse be retested. And so the horse was retested, and yesterday evening a report came back that the horse was negative.
Hold on. Hold on, Dr. Bartlett. When the horse was leaving for Florida last year, it tested negative, correct?
That's right.
And then when the horse was in Florida, it tested positive, correct?
No, when it went there.
Yes.
And it was tested negative.
Yes.
And then after it raced, about somewhere early after it raced, right, a test was ordered from the veterinary services division, as I understand it, and that test came back positive.
That test came back positive?
That's right.
Right. So
and then we requested a test again by the same folks, and that test was done, and that test is again negative. So 3 negative to 1 positive. But I think the positive test was done shortly after the horse raced, and that might have really caused a positive to be shown, which could be maybe a false positive. However, everything is cleared now.
Yes.
And the horse is booked to arrive in Jamaica very early in the coming week.
Oh, next week, not this week.
Yes. After all, a number of things has to be done. Securing a
flight,
because securing a flight and all of those sort of things, and I think a booking has been on for the horse to arrive here hopefully by Monday of next week.
So does the horse come to Jamaica and stay at the quarantine facility at Plum Point at the airport, or does it go straight to its barn at Caymanas Park?
No, it will not go straight to its barn at Caymanas Park, because at least it's a horse that is coming in from another country, so it will spend a much shorter period.
Maybe about a week rather than the mandatory 2.
Exactly.
Right.
Somewhere in that region.
The important question now, Dr. Bartlett, of the fees incurred by the horse through no fault of its own while being kept in the USA. How was that resolved at the meeting? What was the final word?
Well, I can't say, but I'm sure that has been resolved. I mean, well, you have horse lovers, and the owners of these horses this horse is a horse lover, and he just wanted his horse back. So I reckon they are so happy that everything is okay that, they just want back their horse in Jamaica to run.
Right. Well, the fact that the horse is booked to return next week means that hurdle was crossed. So I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you know what that particular discussion, how that particular discussion ended, but you're not privy? You've been restrained from speaking about it, or you don't know at all how that particular aspect of the negotiations were resolved?
Those are matters that I wouldn't be in a position to disclose, because that's a private affair.
Got you.
So I leave that to the trainer or the owner.
Got you on that.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Bartlett, Will Lewis here. The fact that the horse was in quarantine for such a long period of time, 40 days, and it said that 15 days maximum that he should be confined like that. What condition is the horse in now when he gets back to Jamaica? Really, that it's going to be a long time for us to see him on the track?
Well, my understanding is that as soon as the result came that the horse was clear, the horse was put out into a paddock to run around and feel himself again, because he was in a confined area, and he was given a chance to get out into an area that was less confined. So he would have suffered some amount of detraining, and we'll have to, when he gets back to Jamaica, when she gets back into Jamaica, it will have to actually literally go from almost zero, but it will take some time to get back into the real
Dr. Bartlett.
of things. Yes.
Dr. Bartlett, this brings into question, what really took place in Florida, because you kept him there for so long. Why didn't they conduct these tests before? I mean, if you're saying that after 3 new tests, then he has been tested negative, the horse had to undergo so much inhumane conditions.
No. Please,
Okay.
please. There were 3 new tests. Before it left Jamaica, it was tested. And it was tested in Florida, not in Jamaica. It was tested there, and the test was negative. When the horse got to Florida, it was again tested, and it was tested negative. When the Jamaican authorities decided that they wanted the horse to stay there for some extra time, they asked that it be tested again. And that was shortly after the horse participated in the race, and the horse returned a positive. And while the discussion was going on, we requested that the horse be tested, because we had the feeling that the race and the exercise would have impacted the test that showed positive. And so the horse was tested, and truly it returned a negative, which means that our supposition was quite in order.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but the point I was just trying to make is the fact that it took so long to do that other test. That's what I was asking.
Yes, but while all that was going on, we were really in discussion, negotiating why it had to be like that, and why the horse had to be there for such a long time. And then, it occurred to us that maybe the best thing to really do at this time is to seek for the horse to be tested already, since it has had 3 negatives before.
Hear you on that. Dr. Bartlett, I really thank you for coming to us at short notice with this very, very good piece of news. And thank you for lifting the veil on what will happen to Supreme Soul. All being well, we should see him at the track in short order. Thank you again.
In short order, that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Supreme Soul set to return to Jamaica next week, says the chairman of the vet board. All has been resolved.